A new message has arrived.
YouTube, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you are. I just want to say thank you for tuning into my particular channel. And excuse me. I, I, well, if you're tuned in, you must be really, really bored. Because I don't know, not really too interesting. But yeah, you must be really, really bored. So if you're really, really bored, I'll go ahead and entertain you. As you know, I am not in Georgia no more. No, not in Georgia no more. I'm now in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Excuse me. And I've shut down for the day. And I'm not going to start back up until later tonight. So I'm just sitting here, just chilling out. I'm gonna get a little bit of sleep, and get up, and get ready to move, do my thing. It's just gonna be a ongoing thing for me. I'm just gonna be sleeping and moving, sleeping and moving. So not much in the way of sightseeing that I'm gonna be doing, except whatever I see out my front window. But anyways, yeah, I'm no longer in my 72-hour violation. Which, yep, yeah, it wasn't my fault, but I gotta take it anyways. I got put in a situation that caused me to go over my hours, which is a violation, and that caused the company's log department to put me on a suspension because I've gone over on time. Now, violation like that, it is pretty serious, because there are hefty fines that are involved. With the truck driver, even with the company itself. That's just some of the many many issues that come about with being in violation if law enforcement catches you. Now, these rules are in place, to try and make people safe, or try to make the roadways a little safer with the truckers and also the commuting public. But just the way that it's set up, I still believe that sometimes people can use these rules to use and manipulate these rules to hurt somebody. I don't know if that was the case. It certainly does sound like it to me, because I was the one who got the short end of the stick. I'm the one who got shafted. I got the one that got run up the woohoo with no Crisco. And I pretty much see that I'd be left out in the cold if things come down to it. So now it's like, you know what? I'm going to start making some decisions and some choices that my fleet manager might not like at times, or whoever is on the other end trying to get me to do something. And if I feel that I shouldn't do it, then I'm not going to do it. Now that might, at some point down the road, that might cause some tension, and I hope it doesn't. But if I should have to make a decision that goes against management and whoever, then so be it. Because I see that if I just go ahead and go with the flow, and I end up getting myself in a situation like I did, ain't nobody gonna have my back. Nobody. So I'm gonna have to start making some choices for myself. I'm gonna have to, bite the bullet on some things. But if I get chewed out for not doing something, or for doing something that I probably shouldn't have or should have done, then oh well. If it keeps me out of getting into violations and out of worse trouble, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll go ahead and do it. So not really much more I can say about that. It's just that, now it's just got me to be like, well, you know what? All right, you got me. Actually, you got me twice. This ain't the first time that I got rung up on some BS. For the same reason, really, but slightly different circumstances. Where I wasn't told how to log personal drive time, so that got me all jacked up. And then they're gonna tell me, oh well, we couldn't really tell you exactly how to do it because that would be called coaching. I'm like, why would that be called coaching? You tell us how to log everything else. Why wouldn't you tell us how to log this? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I got wrung out for that too. I took personal drive time to go and get some food, but I didn't have no regular time, and so fleet manager at the time had suggested that I use personal drive time, and didn't quite exactly tell me how to properly do that. So there again, I got hit with a over hour violation there. So now we're gonna be playing some hardball. So it's probably gonna be some tense moments here going forward, but you know what? I think it's worth it. So, and if it gets to be too much for them, where they feel that I'm not doing what they want me to do, then hey, I guess it's time to move on, time to go somewhere else. But for the moment, I mean, I do appreciate the company for giving me a chance, for getting my feet wet into this new industry for me. And the company is really not that bad. Like I've been saying, working for this truck company is not that bad. I mean, all trucking companies in general are going to have issues. There's going to be some issues somewhere down the line. Somebody's not going to like something. I mean, hell, you go to your job. There's things at your job that you just don't like, But yeah. So I mean, the company hasn't been too bad to me to where it's like, oh no, this ain't a good company, It's pretty decent. And I mean, this is my only company that I've been working for as a trucker. So I mean, I don't have too much of an opinion about what's good and what's bad. I just know from my experience here that overall, my experience has been pretty good. So yeah, I'm bored. That's why I'm making another video here. But I'm planning on finding, thinking of some more content to put on my channel. Whatever I learn, I'll try and put it out here on a video. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make another video on personal drive time, or what is considered personal conveyance. How to properly use that, and what DOT says about it, and how differently it might work with your particular company. As far as personal conveyance, I'm only going to talk about from Werner's perspective. So if anybody is out there watching, anybody from Werner watching these videos, and you want to know about personal conveyance, I'm going to make a video about that pretty soon, and how to properly use that, because I've used it quite a bit, and I realized that I hadn't really used it in the right sense. But when I first started using it, I really didn't use it the right way, because I kept getting dinged for it. I didn't keep getting dinged for it. I got dinged for it, which put me on a suspension. But I've used personal conveyance since then, but I find out that I'm not actually doing it the right way. I'm not using it in the right way, as I thought that I was. But I'm starting to learn that I'm not using it as I guess that it should be. So I'll talk about that in that video, and hopefully I can keep you from getting into the pitfalls that I've gotten into. So, anyways, I'll think of some more stuff to put down in the videos. If you guys have any ideas, whether if it's trucking or non-trucking related, it doesn't matter. If it's a good topic, if I think it's a good topic, then I'll discuss it and put it up on as a video. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful night. Stay safe out there, and God bless you. And I hope to see you on my channel again. Deuces.